Welcome to KimMe This Week. This is KimMe This Week for the week of February 3rd through February the 9th. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 2019. Hello. A couple of announcements. Please, you guys, join the YouTube channel and be sure to click the notification bell so that you will be one of the first to get notifications of new vids that I post up. One down. 5 more to go. I am going to be having business meetings on business or business seminars on business. I love business. I know a lot of things that people who are currently in business and successful do not know, and because they have other people doing their stuff for them, and so they don't know that these tips and tricks and things like that are available for people trying to start a business or for those who are already in business. And so I am here to help you with that, but that's just one entity of the seminar. We're going to be eating. It's going to be a 2-day seminar, and I will keep you guys posted on that. They will be in the Texas area, starting out with the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area and of Texas. I have bees. Okay, let me go back in. There are some bees. You guys, I am sweeter than honey. And so when I come outside, the bees I'm telling you, I have no perfume whatsoever. And it's just, they come outside. The weather is changing, you guys, but not drastically. So the bees are already coming out. And as you guys know, if you've been keeping up, they were attacking me last year, the latter part of last year. And they were still out for some reason. So I just come to the conclusion it's me. No, I'm just joking. I'm really not joking. I don't know why they come after me. I'm seriously, I have no perfume on, just deodorant. And this deodorant is unscented. So I don't know what it is. But like I said, I'm sweeter than honey, baby. You didn't know? You didn't know? You didn't know? So for those of you who have been listening to me, you know why I said that. Another thing is to keep up with me. You guys listen to all my videos because I love to give stuff away. So I may just give something away based on something I said. And if you know what I said during that video, you will be the one to win the prize. So go through all of my videos. And speaking of videos, I am going over the YouTube channel to make sure I said what I meant to say in the videos. Well, I'm going over the channel, but I'm listening to the videos to make sure I said what I meant to say, correcting those. And so the text where the video is posted will reflect those changes, if any, and it will say before watching at the very top of the text and with the time of the era, as well as the correction. Okay. So I am going over that 290 plus videos as of today. And so that's going to take a minute because I'm also posting up as well as making those corrections. So, you're going to see additional videos while I'm making corrections on the current ones. Okay. There are 16 channels, 16 playlists, within that YouTube channel. So, or within my YouTube channel. And so, yeah, you can choose what playlists you want to follow as well and click the notification bell on that as well. If I'm not mistaken, I think the playlists have a notification bell. I'm not for sure, but just to get everything, I want to see everything you do. Go ahead and click the notification bell when you subscribe to the channel. Okay. And that way you're guaranteed. I do have posted where the text will be posted for this video as well as others, 34 collections on a Google platform. However, interjection, Google is getting rid of that platform. Lots of work I've done. If you go to the page, hurry up and go to the page. You guys, that link is below, as well as my 34 collections within that page. You can go to the main page or go to the 34 collections page within the page. Both links are there below, and you will see that I've done a lot on this platform, which is why I'm really upset that they're leaving. This is the reason why I tell you guys, do not try to reframe or do not post or tell what social media platforms, etc., that you are going to be that you're in. You know what I'm saying? That you are a part of in your videos. Don't mention that. Just put it in the text below. That way, if they do change, you can just delete it, which is what I'm going to have to do. But they are getting rid of that platform. I'm not a happy camper, as well as a lot of people are not a happy camper, because you work on this social media stuff and then it's gone. And so they are getting rid of that platform. But for me, it's a positive thing because it frees up a lot of my time, which but can't tell you why I'm saying that right now, because that's a secret. As you guys know, I can't say a lot of things in my apartment. Okay, I can't do a lot of things in my apartment. Showering with my clothes on, come on, that's so keep up with me and you'll know why I'm showering with clothes on. Probably not clothes I would wear outside, but something on my body when I shower. Being able to reach certain parts of my body easily. So you guys keep up with me. Two of those playlists within the YouTube channel are called The Blue Cup in the Attic and The Blue Cup in the Attic Circumstance or Evidence. This is my proof of being spied on in my apartments. Okay, I say apartments because some of the video is from my last apartment. Some of the video is from my current apartment. Some of the video is from not my apartment at all. Just keep up with that. And the latter title, The Blue Cup in the Attic, Circumstance or Evidence, is evidence. It will be and is evidence of me being becoming aware that I was spied on before I realized I was spied on. Little things that have come back to me since then, like, you know what? You were spied on then. But at the time, you don't, what I'm saying? You don't realize that you were being spied on. And I'm thinking of an incident right now. So I've already posted 3 of those videos up, and it's about 9, could be 10. It started out with 8 incidences, even though there's only 3 there right now. Then it went to 9 that I remembered another one. And so it may be 10 incidences where over the years, the last 4 or 5 years, yeah, I at the time I didn't know, but yeah. And so from office spaces that I've had to the home that I grew up in and moved back to that home, and which is I no longer live in. Just things, okay. So also, if you would like to send me donations, I do appreciate it in advance. And let me clarify something: I'm not a beggar. By default, I'm not, but I do a lot of things that for which I give a lot of information to people, and it's time consuming, and just to compensate me for my time and giving you guys this information as well as other things I need to work on for you as well as personal. Things that I need to do so that I can, even though it's personal, continue to do what I do with you guys. So other than that, if my life was correct and grand, and I'm not talking about grand and like I got $1 million or something like that, but if my life were correct, I would not be asking for donations. So there is a reason behind the reasons behind asking for those donations. Okay, even if it's $2, I do truly appreciate it. That information is also posted below. In lieu of that, you guys who can't send donations but totally admire me, like what I do, trust me, no prejudice. I do understand and I appreciate it. Just the fact that you're supporting me as well as others who can donate means a lot to me. Okay, so just to let you know that. Let's see what else. And also, speaking of donations, when I say this, because the platform that I use or the outlet that I use for you guys to be able to send me donations is also the outlet that I use for things that I sell. One of those things is, well, let me clarify that. Not the same website or anything like that, although this information will be on a particular website, hint, hint, clue, clue, but the same processor, credit card, processor that you will use to send donations is the same processor that you will use to send money for things that you buy from me. And one of those things that you can buy from me is my twist pudding. And this is for those women who are in the natural hair care movement. Those women who have gone natural. I have done 5+ years of research on my own products for your skin and hair. Did not start out that way, but ended up that way. I was like, people need to know this stuff. So I have come up with ingredients that you guys, products that you guys can put on your face and hair to grow your hair, for strength, for antibacterial, just absolutely wonderful. And it's called currently on the page where this will be posted, twist pudding. However, that is not the official name of the product. Then that name is kept under wraps because of trade secret information. I'm at this point, one of the reasons for donations, not able to go ahead and process what you know what I'm saying? Just which is why I want to talk about business with you guys. Okay, just things that I know that you guys need to know about business, and so I want to keep that to myself for right now. Okay. Can't open up a laptop here in my apartment. Can't do anything. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just at a standstill to a degree, but I'm still standing. Just like Elton John says, one of my favorite songs, I will play that song. It's very encouraging, or when I hear it on the radio, it's just very encouraging for me. Please listen to the lyrics of that song, as well as Making It by David Naughton. I think it's Noughton. I'm not for sure, but listen to that. Listen to that song. I don't know if I think that's his name, but old school song. I'm Making It, where he talks about, that this is his year, and et cetera, et cetera. Those two songs, as well as Silver Shadow, oh my God, by let me see, Atlantic Star. Those songs are encouraging to me, and some of my favorite songs because of the lyrics, and because they are, they mirror my life and how I feel about issues and things like that. So yeah, those three, and there may be a couple of more, but I love to listen to the lyrics of songs, and yeah. And they have meaning. Okay. So yeah, so you can buy the twist pudding. The twist pudding comes in 8 ounces and 16 ounces. And if you order 3, regardless of size, you will get a discount or something. You have to look below where the information is posted. I do know I granted you guys some kind of discount, but I just don't know right now what that discount is if you purchase 3 of the same, or 3 in combination sizes. Okay. Let's see what else. That may be it, you guys. Like I said, just watch out for the channel, or not watch out for it, but I am revamping the YouTube channel so that so that you guys can get a better idea, or get the correct information. And I may even miss something in a video even after making corrections. So please know that that's not done on purpose. Little minor corrections where I may have said a word that I didn't mean to say, but meant to say a word, but said the wrong thing or something like that. So, people are very judgmental. And one thing I tell people, and I am the one when I was on Facebook that came up with the quote, don't know exactly the name of the quote, but there was like more than one, where I tell people to tell their own story. I can't get into people hiding things, that because of social media. Now, before social media, I probably wouldn't, but social media, people have access. Okay. That's what it does. Gives people access to other people. And so you have to tell your own story. I wouldn't tell that. Oh no, you better tell that, because if you don't tell it, I feel you don't love yourself. I will never let someone bash me as much as I love myself, as much high self-esteem I have. I will never let you bash me and I just sit back and say, it's okay. Okay. Something's going to happen to them. Well, that's going to happen by default, but guess what? Something's happening to you. Your name is being smashed, and that's you, whom you are. So you just don't let people do that. You stand up for yourself and say, no, that's not true. And so you can sleep really good at night, and you're not stressed out. And it's not like you care what people think, but you care about yourself. Ding. Okay, let me say that again. It's not that you care what people think, because I can give a fat rat in a New York tunnel what people think about me, even if they care about me or not. But because the flip side, because I do have high self-esteem and care about myself, yeah, I'm going to correct that. No, that is not true. Okay, so that you can make them look like the idiot as opposed to you. Okay, and I'm just keep it real. So, you just don't do that. And I understand, tit for tat. It's not tit for tat, it's tit for love. I love myself. So it is what it is. You're not going to sit there and come up with your own little idiotic ideas about something I did, said, or whatever. You're not going to do that. So it's just not going to happen. And like I said, if you're letting people do that, I'm very encouraging. As a matter of fact, one of the 34 playlists, and as a matter of fact, I think there may be a YouTube playlist to mirror this, but it's called one of those 34 playlists. You can click the link as of today, but it's called my last collection that I created within my 34 collections was called Think, in all caps, then go, and then ... empowerment for thinkers, and this is all kinds of empowerment. There are videos, and sadly, there won't be too many because some of the collections I'm no longer working on, and some I am, and this may be one of them. But I created this collection for people who need encouragement, whether business wise or whether just personal. You may have people trying to bash you, and you just don't get it. I am one of the most encouraging people, but because I don't conform to the norm, for which I have a Suit for the Soul, another playlist called a Suit for the Soul playlist, and within that playlist is a video called "Stop Conforming." Don't conform to the norm. And I don't. Everything I do is totally different, even in radio, than what other people do. This is me. This is who I am, and I'm not a copycat. So I'm an original. So just like the Mona Lisa, okay. I'm just keeping it real. I've never been a copycat. I've always been a leader. So it just, for me, now, of course, we're going to do some of the same things the same way, speaking of radio, for example, but it's just for me to just sit there and copy off of someone. I never understand that, yet I get copied all the time. So it is what it is. I don't mind you copying me, but please, give me some kind of credit. You know what I'm saying? You're copying me, but you're not giving me any credit. And most times this is because your platform is bigger than mine. And so you try to say, this was our art idea, or this was my idea. No, it wasn't. You're trolling my pages, So just keep it real. There's a lady that I listen to. I'm not going to say her name, but I got this idea from her. Something. But don't just sit there and make things that belong as far as ideals to someone else and make them your own, and then pretend like you came up with it. No, you didn't. You blank sack of blank. Because I am working on my cursing. Okay, so I'll let you guys fill in the blanks on those two words. And so I've been doing good working on my cursing, by the way. So what have I been doing this week thus far? This week, you guys, I have been place shopping. Thought I had a place, decided, but it's okay. Because when God close those doors are closed for a reason. I kind of already have my ideas about that I would be going through the same thing I'm going through now if I had have moved in this particular place anyway. So, okay. And so still doing that, and but it's been grand. I feel so good. I really, really, truly feel good. Not necessarily about the possibility of where I'm going to go. That's a given. But I just feel really, really good, you guys. I am the smoothie queen, self-titled, and so just as an example, and so my smoothies are in other words, just feeling healthy. Consuming food that I would never consume on a normal basis, that I would never consume, so I'm really, really proud of myself for coming from where I was to where I am when it comes to food, and always been somewhat healthy and somewhat of a health nut. Let me see. Am I a health nut or a health freak? I think I explained those two definitions in a previous video, but right now, but, yeah, I'm just, trying to get it right in my health life. And I love it. And to come up with my own products and just all kinds of things that, the Lord is blessing me. And, I mentioned to a friend of mine, every time I step outside, or most times when I step outside and I'm look down on the concrete, I find money. Now, not a substantial amount of money, but I keep finding coins and things like that on the ground. And I just don't understand why those items are there. It could be 6 cents. It could be 25 cents. It could be 1 cent, a penny or two, but I've been finding money. And she said to me that it is God talking to me and letting me know that that there's change coming or something like that. Change, pun intended, probably. I'm like, yeah, change is coming because I'm finding it on the ground every time I step out, basically, almost. In my apartment complex, I'm finding this change. So I'm like, you guys, I know for a fact you're not rich, but I tell you what, I will pick up your little coins and your nickels and dimes, and I will pick them up and I will put them in my pocket or put them in my purse. Okay. Thank you very much. Because it's happening so much that I'm like, okay, something, so, and not just in my apartment, different places, I'm finding these coins. So maybe, hey, if you know what that means, I haven't looked it up yet. if you know what that means, let me know. But I do know that I'm going to a higher platform. I just feel so freaking good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, something's going on. And let's see what else. What else, you guys? I probably I'm not gonna, have a long Kimmy this week, but I do want to tell you guys much love. I got to say, I have to say it again. I feel so good, and I will be. However, here's another announcement. I will be, as promised, I think last year, it had to have been, talk about people in general. Yeah, I got to harp on us. I got to harp on people, period. Our personalities, how characteristics, what we will and will not do, astrological signs, why this person acts this way and why they don't act that way. Or better yet, the good and the bad, which I have to finish those videos, which I already started some years ago. I got to finish those. So I have a lot of stuff on my plate. And so I have to get away, Like Bobby Brown said, I gotta get away. I gotta get away. I've gotta get away. Yeah, I gotta get away. I do, so it is what it is. And Satan gets so mad at me. I told you guys, I when I wake up and if I remember, working on this too, I always try to say, good morning, Lord. Good morning, Satan. You got to say good morning to Satan, because if you're going around thinking that Satan is not going to mess with you, you're going to have a wonderful day. I mean, keep it real. I'm a realist. That's good to be positive like that. But you got to know that you have to praise the Lord in the morning or whenever you wake up. But you also have to tell Satan hello, because he's coming. Hello, Satan. Makes the Lord happy and pisses Satan off. Something you should want to do. Okay. Hello, Satan. Good morning. I'm up again. You thought you had me last night. You just knew I was not going to wake up. As a matter of fact, yesterday you tried to do this, that, and the other, but no, it's not going to work. So you gotta encourage yourself and piss him off at the same time, and you gotta acknowledge him. He does exist, you guys. So you don't have to say that's your choice. Good morning or good whatever to him, but hey, he's gonna mess with you. If not today, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, next week. He's gonna come at you some kind of way. So let him know that I know you're there. You look cute today. Even though I can't see you, I know your horns are just absolutely wonderful. Did you sharpen them like yesterday or something? I'm so sarcastic. So, you have to, yeah. Oh, and by the way, thank you so much for thinking that you can use your little angels on earth to try to get at me and things like that. But sorry, you knew this was not going to work. As a matter of fact, you like Jesus, like God, you have no favorite person. So what you're trying to do is get to me, or have them think that you're trying to get me to me, which you can't. Let's keep it real. So you're using them to think that they're getting to me because they're hating and all that kind of stuff. So you're like, you know what? You're hating, which I absolutely love. So what I'm going to do, since I don't love you either, hint, hint, clue, clue, I'm going to make you think you're really doing something to Kimmy Wyatt, but you're really not. I'm really getting to you because I know that she is that person that created me, child. And I really know that I can't mess with her. So I'm going to, but because I don't have any love for you, and I know you don't have any love for her, I'm going to make you think you're really doing something, but you're not. I want to send you to hell. I want you to live with me forever. That's how that goes, you guys. Please. Come on. So, anywho, let's see. I guess that's basically it, but also, you guys, so much on my agenda that's coming up. And one of the things I want to let you guys know, I have a romance and relationships collection. I will no longer post to that collection. There, as a matter of fact, if you go to the main page of my Google platform, the platform that I just said that they're getting rid of, if you go to the main, and that's going to commence April the 2nd, or that's going to be April the 2nd when that platform shuts down, of 2019. Well, there is a romance and relationships, not collection, but community. I had 3 communities that I'm no longer going to post to for what? I mean, who's going to see it? And if they see it, it's going to be there for what? This is February. Come on. They're going to see it for a little over a month. Not worth my time. So, but that collection is called Romance and Relationships. But But all is not lost. All is not lost. There is a romance and relationships video playlist. So one of my 16 playlists on YouTube. And so I post videos on romance and relationships. You guys, please, if you do anything, please listen to that. Some of the stuff in that, it is a hoot. I'm talking about blowjobs and how your blowjob game may be, ladies. You don't know what you guys are doing. Okay, moving right along. And so I talk about anything dealing with sex or anything dealing with romance, relationships, etc., etc., etc. So that's something else I'm going to be focusing on even more so, because I love, 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 love romance, relationships, sexual things like that, and not a freak. In other words, not someone just out here just, trying to get attention. I really do. I've been in the lingerie industry for over 30 years. And with that, from, selling adult novelties and movies even, so a lot of you didn't know that. Yeah, I did. And so got out of that. Trust me, it was just temporary. I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. I'm just trying to make money. And so I got out of that. But as far as the adult novelties, I'm going to be selling those again, as well as, and I've said it, I only sell to couples and singles, and I don't do LGBT items, but I don't have anything against LGBT people. I have friends that are in that community, or that are or associates rather. And I'm not saying, oh, really, they're just an associate. No, they really are associates of mine. These are not people that I hang around with every day, but I love them. Just talked about one of my friends yesterday. Hi, Bree. So yeah, but they know I have love for them, but this is me. This is whom I am. I don't want anything to happen to them. I don't judge them. I don't do anything like that. That's their life if that's what they want to do. But I don't sell novelties that are geared, even though they can be used for the LGBT community. But it's just my opinion. I just don't, because you have to narrow down regardless, what your platform when it comes to adult novelties, unless you're this big mega store. It's a lot, you guys. There's a lot of items. And so, I said, okay, I got to cut some stuff out. And I decided to do that years ago, and, but to be honest with you, but I never sold, by the way, let me say that, LGBT items, like the double dongs and things like that. I never did that, just as an example. But I had to cut out a lot of things. You guys, you just don't know. And also I will be doing baskets in the future, for, bachelorette items. I'm just bachelorette parties. You guys, I got a lot of stuff on my agenda, revamping things that I do, getting rid of things that I like, for instance, even though Google has decided to get rid of this platform, it's going to free up a lot of time for me, that they are getting rid of this particular platform. And as I kind of stated a little bit, hint, earlier, because they're getting rid of this platform, I am able to focus. Even though I was focusing, I'm able to like I said, I got to be careful what I say, at this point, because of where I am. You guys will see what I'm talking about. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. And so whatever comes out of my mouth, I meant to say it. I really did. I'm not an apologetic type of person. So I'm going to be doing things on romance and relationships just to help you out, not to be this, some people have a hidden agenda when they start talking about sex. I just saw a video of a lady riding a guy, this being her husband, and I didn't see the entire video, but she has on this thong, and she's trying to show people how to ride, as in the sexual position, you're a man. And I'm thinking, did you really have to put a thong on to do that? I mean, you could have got on top of him with clothes on if that were your case. So, that's not me. I'm just going to go in and I'm going to show you and teach you, in some cases, and teach you, about, sex. I've been doing this for a long time, not sexual in my life, but for a long time, but you know what I'm saying, doing what I do. And so I love, that's a part of my life that is just attached to me, and I absolutely love it. I love to teach people about sexual positions, how to get pregnant, believe it or not. And I've helped someone with that in the past, things. And if you don't get it the first time, try it again. You're going to be having sex anyway. So try these positions, just a whole bunch of things. So, stick with me on that, you guys. Very educational about a lot of different things, and educated about a lot of different things, from life experiences to actual, certified experience. So yeah. Grab bags. Speaking of lingerie, I'm going to be doing grab bags this year. And I'm going to tell you something. I have been in this industry for a long time. I know who makes the wings of a major company. I know who makes the sexual things of another company that's not as popular as this first company, but it was around, I think, before this second company, the first company I mentioned came around. You know, so yeah, but they're kind of in the background doing some things, I guess, right now. But boots, from thigh high boots to just whips and chains and all kinds of stuff, you guys, and yeah, a whole bunch of things. Like, you got to keep the romance going in the relationship. You really, really do. And but I'm going to say this: don't do this with someone who doesn't deserve it. Don't give your all before I end this to a person. I'm going to say whether married or not, who if you're sleeping with the enemy, but you're just hanging around. I'm not a marriage counselor by any means of the spectrum, don't want to be, and I'm not a doctor by any means of the spectrum, don't want to be. Not trying to be either of those. But I just believe that the Lord wants us to be happy. And I don't believe in condoning a divorce. Please work it out. But however, on the opposite end of that, do not believe that you should be with someone when you face reality, finally, that you really should not be with. Okay. And I'm speaking on marriage. If you know over the years that, and I'm not speaking on my marriage at all. Trust me, I'm not. As a matter of fact, to be honest with you, my marriage could have sustained because could have been idiotic that we both got a divorce. That not both got a divorce, that we divorced, because it's like, okay, when you think about it, why did we get a divorce? Hello. But that's in retrospect. Because other than that, our life was really, really, it was nice. We we had been through some things, but we also got along very well, and almostly all cases, and so it is what it is, and not saying, what, I regret getting a divorce. I'm not saying that, but when you think about it, like, what's the core reason? Can either of us come up with a reason why we got a divorce? I mean, like, what was going on? But for you guys, and it was not because of infidelity. I can't say that, but something. Like, I know what caused our marriage to dismantle, but that was a done deal. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with me playing off on him or him playing off on me, and he knows what that was. But you're still there. You're still happy, and so no. But for those of you who, in lieu of what I said about my former relationship, who really, you're really married to the enemy. Come on, you guys, you got to wake up one day and say, I can't take this anymore. I can't take this anymore. God gave us one life, and you guys, one life. I believe in that one life-ism. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to let anyone come in my life that, or sustain or stay in my life that I know, okay, you're not healthy for my life. And that's how you have to look at it. You're not healthy for my life. You are not. And I can mention many examples of people that I know, not throwing anyone under the bus, and I won't, but you're not healthy for my life. And that's just people I know, but people, if not yourself, where you're going through some things, and it's just one of these situations where you have to get out of that situation. If you are in an abusive situation, I do have a Soup for the Soul, one of my playlists, a collection that named Soup for the Soul, and the YouTube channel. And like I said, I have 16 playlists. One of those playlists is called Soup for the Soul. Within that playlist, I think it's 80 something videos or something like that. Check out the newer one, and you will find, for this reason, there's a video, and I'm telling women how to get out of an abusive situation. There is a method to the madness. You just can't say, I want to get out, and just go. You just can't pre-plan, which you should, but you have not planned correctly and carefully. This person is going to come after you because for years, probably they have been controlling you to a degree. Or controlling you, or to a degree to controlling you. And what I mean by that, you may have been able to use the vehicle, or you may not have been, even though you can drive. You know what I'm saying? So different levels of different situations, different levels of abuse. And abuse does not always have to be physical. You know, it's mental, emotional, sexual, physical, just all kinds of abuse is abuse, and any combination thereof. And so, yeah, I also have coming up on the agenda. I just did a, was it a romance and relationships or whatever? It could have been a suit for the soul, but just check out the channel. I just talked about stop begging for affection, or stop paying. PAYING. Stop paying for affection. These are women who are paying men basically to be with them. But within that video, I mentioned that I will be doing a video, which I have not yet, on women who have lost weight. I teach people how to lose weight, and it's MLD and MLM dieting. I have a collection of the 34 collections called MLD and MLM dieting, but I also have videos on YouTube, likewise on some of the same content on dieting. I teach people how to diet, but guess what? Once again, I don't conform to the norm. So my way of teaching you how to diet is totally different from other entities, because I really do get in your mind. I want to know some things about you. I want to get into your mind, because keep it real. Losing weight is a mindset issue. Either you're going to do it or you're not. Okay. And so I teach people how to diet. But here's the deal, as I was mentioning earlier, I'm going to talk about, now this would not be in the MLD and MLM dieting playlist, nor the collection. Like I said, even though Google is getting rid of that platform, it is going to be in the romance and relationship playlist. With the other video I just mentioned, and I'm going to talk about women who lose weight and buy affection. Once again, your mind. You can lose all the weight in the world, but that doesn't mean that your mind is on the same level, rather, as the weight that you lost. Okay. Losing weight is just the physical part of it, but then there's a mental part of it. And although you may never gain that weight back again, maybe you had surgery, or you've been following my diet program, and you know how to maintain, which is what that last M stands for in MLD and MLM dieting, and which is actually maintenance is what it stands for. But that doesn't mean that your mind is correct as far as your thought process. You still have the same brain. You just were very determined to get rid of the weight, and you did. So I'm going to talk to women in their face about paying for affection when you have lost weight, and you still want to pay someone to be with you. And I understand this, although I've never done it. I understand. You have women out here, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, but they grew up being a chubby kid, a chunky, overweight, or whatever you want to call it, big boned or whatever. And so they grew up that way, or they gained weight after children, whatever the case may be. Their mind switched from maybe who they used to be, if that's the case, to someone else because of the weight, and have gone through mental stress and verbal abuse, whatever the situation is. And so they feel like, okay, in order for a man to be with me, I have to pay them. It's been working out. No, you don't. Men know how this works. You gotta stick around with me, baby. Trust me, you'll be all right. You don't even have to hang around me, because that's probably not going to happen. But guess what? Just stick around. You trust me, they're going to get it. Men are going to get it one way or the other, or you're going to get it one way or the other. Okay? You're going to know that you're worth more. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to work on you like clay on a what is that? What is that equipment? I can't think of the name. I'm going to work on you, but be ready. Because as I'm speaking right now, and everything else I do not conform to the norm, and I'm going to be in your face. I'm not going, you know what, you should have. No, I'm not talking about that kind of being in your face. I'm very verbal, outspoken, and I'm going to tell you, no, it's you. Don't blame someone else for using you. Look at that person in the mirror. Because that's going to stop a lot of stuff. Once you stop blaming people for how they're treating you, that's the beginning of the foundation. Okay. You can't blame people for how they're treating you. Sorry, it's you. You are the common denominator. You are the common denominator in everything that happens in your life, basically. And then, like I said, you can't control, like I've said before, you can't control everything. If I can control my stalkers and, you know, like literally control them, it wouldn't be happening. So I understand you can't control everything. So what you have to do is go around that mountain, you know, and you have to, stop trying to go through that mountain and go around that mountain, you know. So I'm going to teach you how to do all of that. All right. So, that's basically it, you guys. And, just stick around. I got a lot of things that I want to tell you, teach you, show you. But I have to leave you with this. You can never be me. You can only be you trying to be me. One of my quotes, and it has become one of my favorite quotes. I have a lot of quotes. Another one of my 34 collections. I have lots of quotes that I never got the opportunity to even post within that collection because, you know, they're getting rid of the platform. And so, I have thousands. I mean, I'm not going to say thousands, but I have a lot, put it that way, that are there right now. Go check them out, as well as, quotes that I have never posted. And I'm talking from 2017. I have quotes that I've never posted, and coining myself the quotess, TESS, because I do come up with a lot of very beguiling and thought provoking quotes. So it is what it is. And so they will, the quote, I think the playlist, or better yet, the collection quotes by KimMe Wyatt, or KimMe Wyatt quotes, or whatever it's called. I think that's on the list of what I will not be posting any longer in, because I posted on the main page of the Google platform. I posted, collections I will continue until April the 2nd to post in, and collections out of those 34 collections that I will no longer post in, you know. And I don't know if my quotes was one that I will, right at this point, one that I will continue to post in or not. If I chose, there's about 8 or 9 of them that I will still post in up until the demise of that Google platform. Okay. Gotta go, you guys. Love you so much. Once again, if you can send donations, please send donations via the information posted below, where the link is, the link below. Where the video is posted. And I thank you so much in advance. But I'm going to get in your mind this year. I always have, but I'm really going to talk about a lot of stuff, you know, and help you guys do a lot of things, and very helpful person. So use that as your platform. You know, I love to help people. Okay. Hasta la vista. Buenas horas, buenas noches. Arrivederci, au revoir, salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you, where the good Lord split you. Ciao, Bella. Ciao, Belo. Smooch. Ciao, Bella. Ciao, Belo. Gotta go. Smooches. And lastly, well, let me say this. I'm so excited. Okay. Bye.